Let's rock it and roll it and do it and all that stuff.
That's it.
All right.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the Art of Losing Your Butt and Finding Your Why. I'm Doug.
And I'm Christy.
And this week is just going to be a life update.
Yes, we've been a little vacant here in the last month. Life got a little lifey.
Yeah. For continuity purposes, you guys won't see any lapse in anything because there's still going to be the releases on YouTube that are weekly or, kind of still spaced out properly.
Yeah.
But it's been a couple weeks since we recorded last.
Yeah, it's been a couple weeks.
Yeah, just kind of taking care of life, a lot of stuff going on, some personal business, work.
Family stuff.
Family.
I went on vacation.
She went on vacation.
Which I'll have to tell you about in a little bit.
Yep.
We had some problems with the room.
Right.
So things happen and we're trying to get over it.
Yeah. One step at a time.
One step at a time, yes. So, I guess I'll start.
Go for it.
Not getting into the family stuff, but we had some family issues.
Yeah.
But my husband and I did get away
for
our anniversary.
Yeah.
We went to Atlantic City, and it just so happened that Mr. America competition was going on, and their little expo.
That's awesome.
Okay, it's nothing like the Arnold.
Okay.
But it's so much more personal.
Right. Because it's not so big.
Correct.
It's a lot more one-on-one with
and
people.
They're building this back up to being something big.
Gotcha.
Mark, the president, is phenomenal, and he stops and talks to everybody. The man had so much to do, but he still took time to talk to everybody.
Because he cares.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he truly loves the sport.
Yep.
I got to meet the Mr. America Masters Division bodybuilder.
Okay.
Winner. He was phenomenal, Les Jennings.
Okay.
The man got up there, did his lat spread, and he took up the whole stage.
Yeah, I've seen him. I have seen him.
When he pops it, like everything gets tight, and he looks like oh crap! What are the ones from Star Trek?
Oh, I got you. Yes,
crap.
yes.
No, I wanted to say it, and it went
got
right
that shape.
Yes.
That shape to him.
The whatever they are.
And also, he's masters, which means he's 50 or over.
He is 58 years old.
See, yeah, that's amazing. Anybody, at any age, pursuing bodybuilding is amazing, and actually being successful at it. But being 58 years old and doing it, man, that's just a whole other level of dedication, because that means you are more than likely pretty fit your entire life,
or you
really worked your ass off.
Yeah.
Not that you can't do it when you're younger, but it's generally easier to get fit, put on muscle, lose fat when you're younger than when you get older. You get some age on you, it becomes harder to lose, to lean out.
So he very cool. Him and his wife were phenomenal. We had a great conversation with them. But then the other thing I got to do is I got to help out with the assisted or the adaptive strongman.
Oh yes, I remember you saying that.
Oh my God, that was so much fun. Being from a PT background.
Right.
Watching these guys, one guy was a year out from his injury.
Right.
Total sever of T4. And he's up there and he's doing a static hold and wins. I'm like, holy crap.
That's pretty neat.
And he had just gotten in strongman training before he got hurt. So
okay.
Really impressive story. Had so much fun with that.
That's amazing that they even have a category for that.
Yes.
You know what I mean? For people who have sustained an injury, or people who are working through muscular issues like that, specific category for that is really cool.
I met a couple vets that lost legs, lost arms.
Exactly what I'm talking about.
And I'm like, wow, there's really no excuse for, me not to be able to accomplish everything I want to in life.
Yep.
I mean, these people, one of the guys was blind.
Hey.
And he had to manually count to make sure before he did any lift.
Oh, okay. To feel the plates.
Yeah, he had to feel the plates.
That's cool.
It's just really, really cool. So anyway, I did get kind of challenged.
Yeah.
I got, at that point, 51 weeks to get my butt back up on stage. And I was kind of challenged to, well, you can do the transformation thing because they're going to bring a transformation division, hopefully. But he wants to see me on the amateur stage for masters, female. So we're gonna
Cool.
give it a shot. And
you said you got 51 weeks.
51 weeks.
So just shy of a year.
Yep. So training has started
You can do
already.
anything you put your mind to.
First week down, 4.5 pounds down. So we'll get there.
Yeah, that's it. You know, it's small steps.
Yep.
It's one day at a time sometimes.
But you know, that'll get me into a nice fighting rate.
That's awesome.
You know,
That's awesome.
So that was a lot of fun. Got me recharged and renewed.
Oh, definitely. I bet.
And as far as the podcast goes, being so charged and renewed, I have planned out every episode for 2025 already. They're already scripted.
It's already taken care of.
Everything. The research is done. Everything is done.
Yep.
We are good to go.
That's awesome.
So now we're working on the cookbook. Now I'm working on the
cookbook will be next. Yes.
Because now that I'm going through training again, I'm like, oh yeah, I used to make this, so I'm pulling all the recipes.
Right, the things you were making before in prep or going into, you know, getting
that
ready
helped me lose all the weight.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I first started my weight loss journey,
right,
you know,
see what worked for you. You know for a fact that this worked for you and it was delicious. We, you know, compile all those recipes for you guys for, you know, a cookbook, whether that be physical or digital, and have it available for you guys. You know.
So we're working on that too.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in the works. I myself got into the whole, I worked some private parties while we were on our little off period here and kind of got inspired. I had this idea of a private chef business, just having like even kitchen help for people who are cooking a dinner, whether that be just helping them, assisting them as a right hand, being a full-blown chef for them, or even preparing meals for people. And had this great idea to come up with my own business for this. And I also got my personal training certification. So have it all compiled into one big business called Gourmet Gains, where you can pick from a list of services. You can pick one, two, or all, whether that be nutrition coaching, whether that be meal planning, whether that meal preparation, or me be your personal chef even, or train with you in the gym. You can pick one or all, whatever you'd like.
When you're ready to do meal prep, I have a couple people that are willing to buy from you already.
Gotcha.
They want to be on your list.
So we're you know, kind of getting that in line and going forward with that to see just exactly what it's going to entail, getting the business license, everything squared away. And it's just exciting. It's really exciting. You know, it's kind of, I've always wanted my own business, and, you know, I kind of worked and put my time in for somebody else for a long time. And it just didn't quite pan out like I had hoped. And also, sorry about the background noise. She just realized that there was a fan on behind us. And as soon as she turned the fan off, the air conditioner cut on in this room. I'm trying my best not to laugh hysterically at the coincidence, but forgive us on the noise. Forgive us on the noise. But yeah, it's exciting. You know, it's all great things in the planning and in the coming months ahead, what we're going to get into. She's talking about like putting a cookbook together. Those are things that I would like to prepare for people that are, you know, specific or tailored to their needs and wants in life. You know, you want to lose weight, you want to put on muscle. We can build a plan just for you. And then I can give you the recipes. I can give you the plan with the macros. I can give you the training that you're going to do in the gym, or I can do it all for you, make the food, bring you the food, and then train with you in the gym. And it's kind of like an all-in-one, all-encompassing idea, especially down here because we're in a resort area. Yeah. So there's a lot of people with the funds, they have the money, but their thing is the time. Yeah. You know, they want to be in and out. They don't want to spend 3 hours cooking, you know, different dishes, you know, and gathering ingredients and sourcing ingredients. They would much rather have their food just stacked up in the fridge for them. Monday's meals, Tuesday's meals, Wednesday's meals, Thursday's meals. And on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, those days somewhere in between meal 4 and 5, you meet me at the gym from 3 to 4 p.m. and we train together 3 days a week to start out. Just something like that is an idea, because like I said, people you can have all the money in the world, but what you don't have all the world of is time. Yeah. Time is what is limited for everyone. And to me, it's the most valuable thing you have, because it doesn't matter what you do, you can't buy more of it. Right. We only have 24 hours in a day, you know, and you know, you're going to do with what you got to do with them. And there's certain ones that are allotted for certain things. Like, you know, 8 of them is going to be sleeping. So you got 16 hours a day.
Yeah, and see, that's where I've kind of come into it, because I have so many people that want that, you know, full treatment, because I do, you know, the weight loss counseling, the mind shift, the food, the, you know, exercise, and that everything, you know, the accountability. Um, and I'm getting to the point where I don't have enough time in my day anymore.
Right.
I mean, you know, and especially with some of the family stuff that's going on.
Yep, same.
So what I've decided to do is I'm going to start holding challenges.
Oh yeah.
And bring all of these people together in one community.
Yep.
So if you want to be part of that, I'm actually doing a beta test right before Thanksgiving, and it'll go through the holiday, or through the Thanksgiving holiday, but in right before Christmas.
Got it.
And so it's just kind of a test, and I want honest feedback on it and things like that.
Yeah.
But it'll be a way for me to put that accountability into everybody, make it kind of fun. There's going to be a gaming, you know, quotient to it. You're competing and things like that.
Right.
And then there's going to, when I do it in January and I roll it out to launch it, there will be a cost for it. Mm-hmm. But I'm looking into part of that cost going to help the animals. Right. You know, I'm a big animal lover, and with the devastation in North Carolina and Florida and everything, a lot of them need resources. A lot
of displaced animals, a lot of homeless animals.
People don't always have the money to do it, but let's go ahead and work on getting a healthy lifestyle. Right. And instead of paying me $65 an hour to work with you, you can pay $65 for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
That to me sounds very, very economical.
Right. And also know that a percentage of that is going to go to something like a foundation that's going to help them as well. So not only are you going to help yourself, but you're also giving back to an organization, you know, like the Humane Society or the SPCA, somebody that's, you know, out there helping these animals and these people that need help with their animals. And
locally, we do turkey toss. We started it last year. It's becoming a yearly thing. Yeah. And our partner, Jerry, he does a cornhole tournament. Mm-hmm. And we take care of raising food, toys, anything that, you know, we put out the wish list for our local Humane Society.
Of things that they need.
They need. And this is all stuff that you can bring and put in our boxes. Yeah. And then the day of the event, a lot of the people that we've worked with throughout the year, we ask them to bring the amount of weight that they've lost to the event.
In food.
And we'll do pictures and stuff like that. The reason, and people laugh at me, but I had a client last year, remember? She carried the 14 pounds from the parking lot to the event. Yeah. And she was just complaining, that's all I've lost. I haven't lost that much. I'm like, we've only worked together for 3 months. Yep. That's a lot of weight. And when she had to carry it, she goes, oh, yeah, that was a lot of weight.
I did lose a lot of weight.
I did lose a lot of weight.
Right, because it's easier to see a number and just say, oh, it's only 15 pounds. But her carrying that 15-pound bag of dog food across the parking lot from, you know, clear to the other side, let's say 100 yards. And by the time she got there, she was feeling it. She goes, I can't believe I was carrying this every day. Yep. And that's the kind of thing, once you lose the weight, you don't realize it until you put the weight back on you in some way, whether that be a weighted vest. The dog food was just a reminder for people, especially, to go, oh my God, I've lost all of this weight. Even if it is only 10 pounds in a year, even if it is 20 pounds, but some people talking about 50 pounds, you carrying that? Oh, it reminds you real quick while you're doing this.
So this year we're going to reach out to all the personal trainers in the area and say, hey, look, we've got a way to help our local community, because unfortunately we are now getting a very large homeless community that has animals. Yeah. It seems like they all have a dog. So our need is going to be big too this year. Yeah. For the winter. Yep. So I'm thinking about reaching out to the other gyms in the area and saying, hey, look, you know, this is what we're doing. Yeah. You know, get your trainers to talk to your people, and, you know, we'll take pictures. Yep. And, you know, give them to them for their social media and that kind of thing. So everybody likes a feel-good story. You know?
Absolutely.
So if you're in our area and you're listening to us and you want to participate, it's going to be the Sunday before.
Sunday before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's the Sunday before Thanksgiving now. It was the Saturday after, but their venue can't do it.
And it's going to be at the Crooked Hammock.
Crooked Hammock.
Crooked Hammock in Lewis.
And I think it's like 10 to 4. We'll find out.
We'll be certain. We'll be sure to talk
about it.
Pay
attention to our social media, and we'll have it.
Yep.
Yeah.
In the social media.
We got to
in our
get a hold of
future
Jerry.
episodes, we'll
Do we
mention
have
it
those?
because it's an awesome event. And like I said, you know, they
And we
always
had
bring out
so much fun last year.
Yeah, I think they had 6 different dogs there that all got adopted that day, and you know, it's
Even a
just
couple
really
cats.
neat. It was really neat.
Oh.
It was neat to see, and also to see the people come out with the donations and hear their stories. And that's something that I would like to do personally, is to have, you know, let's say a link on the social media where we have anyone who wants to share their story. You know, have a link with the picture of them, say with their dog food, or them if they lost a lot of weight, them sitting on 100 pounds of dog food, and like this is Lisa's story about how she lost 100 pounds. And just have little snapshot stories of people and what they've done this past year,
because
what
they've
accomplished. You know, because it just reminds you of how far you've come. And nothing's better than seeing it visualized in a way like that. A number is one thing, but seeing it in dog food, it tends to put it really.
We sat on 378 pounds of dog and cat food. And 2 boxes of litter.
You sit there and look at it and you go, oh my God. I was between the two of us, we were carrying that every day at one time. And it just really hits you hard sometimes. I mean, I know it did me. And I know that young lady that came across the parking lot carrying that dog food, how much it made her realize how far she's come.
Made her very happy.
You know, when just the day before she was kind of like putting herself down about how little she lost. It was like, oh no, I've done something here. And it's nice. It's a nice reminder of why you keep going also. Kind of gives you the motivation, gives you something to look back at, to me.
Yeah, so pretty much the rest of the year is going to be a lot of stuff to get you through the holidays, because the holidays are coming up. Don't buy your Halloween candy yet. Wait until the day before. I've been telling that to everybody. Too late. It's been eaten. Actually, the funny thing,
you can get a better deal too.
Yeah, wait until after holiday.
Oh yeah, even better. Wait till the day after Halloween and get it half off. Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry, I looked over. My husband's looking in the window.
Of course.
And of course, he's wearing his little diabetes T-shirt. All I see is that big old.
He has a silly shirt on.
Okay.
But
yeah, that's why he makes me laugh.
You know what? That's the secret to everything. Being able to laugh, because truly, if not, you're just going to stress, and it's not worth it. No. Life's too damn short, truly.
Oh God, yes.
And I have to remind myself of that too. I had to throw that in there for anybody who's stressing about anything in their life. Find a minute to laugh and kind of, you know, look at nature, because it's beautiful and it's out there. When you have your head down and you're just on the grind, because I can find myself that way. I have in the past couple weeks, kind of just trying to get everything back into a schedule, into a rhythm.
Yeah, we
finding
really
that balance again of where things need to be, where I want them to be. You know, that can be difficult. I've been a little hung up on it, what my next step is. Kind of have some kind of a idea of a path now, and I'm interested in seeing where it goes. So both of us, all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff going on, truly. So.
But I'm looking forward to a happy new year and all kinds of new stuff coming down the way, and facing a lot of fears and moving forward.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about you, but that's part of my problem. Is I'm the best self-sabotager there is.
I get that.
And I realized that, like, I didn't do any. I was with all the family stuff going on, and then we went on vacation. I told myself, that's it. I'm not thinking about anything. I'm just going to enjoy the week away.
Right.
Which I did, very much so. And then we came back, and I was still in that mentality, like, I don't want to think about anything.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I do. I want to think about training, because I've been challenged, and I don't back down from a challenge. I can do this, you know. So I started doing everything I needed to do for that, but that's all I wanted to think about.
That's a good reset, though. Slowly add back in the things you actually want to to think about, and, you know, deal with the things as they come. But, you know, not as usually everything's just dog piled on you, and it's just your mind. For me, at least, is going 1,000 miles an hour, thinking of all these things that I need to do, want to do, haven't done yet, is overdue, yada yada yada. And it's easier sometimes to tackle them just one thing at a time. You know, and just chip away at it.
Well, and that's why I was like, okay. And last night, ran into a girl, and she was having a really rough day, and she was having a really bad case of have-tos. And as she's talking to me, I'm like, she's talking to a group of us, and I'm like, oh, you've got the half juice. I understand the half juice very, very well. The half juice come right before self-sabotage.
Yeah.
And so I went over and I gave her a big hug, and I'm like, how you feeling now that you got some of that off your chest? And she's like, I'm a little bit better, but I've got all this on my plate right now. And I was like, let me guess, you have to go to work early in the morning because you've got a meeting, and you have to get your homework in, and you have to do this and you have to do that. And I was like, but your life was such a mess before, and you had no choice because somebody else was running your life.
Right.
How about you say you get to go to work tomorrow morning, you get to work on your schoolwork, and you're going to make your daughter proud by getting your schoolwork done early because you still have another whole night before you get her on Friday.
Right.
And then you can spend a wonderful weekend with your daughter.
Yeah. It's true.
And what in helping her made me realize, oh, girlfriend, you're ostriching. You're putting your head in the sand again.
Yeah.
And you got to get back on the business stuff. And that's when I was like, okay, how am I going to do this? And I'm like, I wanted to do a beta test because I want honest feedback.
Right.
So I'm like, you know what? I'm not waiting until the first of the year. I'm going to do it middle of November.
Gotcha.
And then that way, if I can run that thing through the holidays, I can do it anytime.
Right.
So, and then roll it out for the new year.
Yep. And anybody who chooses to, participate in the beta, it's also helping you through the holiday season.
Right.
You're going to end up with, getting through, like, say, Halloween with the candy. You got Thanksgiving with everything that Thanksgiving brings on.
And then
what I mean.
Right before Christmas.
And right before Christmas, because you know damn well
everybody's going to eat
baked goods and fudge and candy and all that nonsense that is delicious in small quantities. It's out there, and it's kind of abundant at that time. It's when everyone starts doing those sorts of things.
Everybody brings those things in. And I've been very nice to the patients at work because they're like, oh, what do you guys want for? And I was like, do not bring your... Don't bring that
contraband in here.
And I was like,
near me.
Somebody, not all of you. I mean, because other people work there. They want that stuff. I don't.
Right.
And so last year I had a patient that brought me in little cuties.
Okay.
So she brought me in a bag of cuties every week during the holidays.
Oh.
And she put on them for Christy only.
Oh.
Because she's like, then that way, when you want something sweet, you can grab that instead of that.
You have your sweet.
I'm like, I love you. I absolutely love you. Yeah. And that's how I'll get through it this year too. If I have to supply my own cuties, I'll supply my own cuties.
Little things like that make a big difference.
I mean, they're 35 calories. That's it.
Yep. And that's exactly how I look at it. It's little things like that to me. Fresh fruit is one of the easiest. An apple, I snack on an apple, it's different. But an apple takes a few minutes to eat also. Yeah. Some chewing, there's some fiber in there, it's going to get you full. And, the sugar is kind of craving that, or fixing that sweet craving you're having. Whereas you can just gobble down Tootsie Rolls like it's nothing.
Oh.
That sort of thing.
Oh. Hold on. Because that was something else I wanted to talk to you.
Go ahead.
I forgot. Where's my phone? Okay. This was crazy. Because, I started noticing other people's behavior. Okay. So I was in a room and, a bunch of people talking. We have food and all this kind of stuff. I brought my own food.
Okay.
Okay. Because I just saw your text. Thank you. Goofball. Anyway, so this is what I ate while I was there because it was my kind of breakfast and lunch because I woke up late.
Gotcha.
So, all right, I had 2 eggs that I cooked off into a sandwich.
Okay.
And I used my 647 bread in the sandwich. And a little bit of cheese.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So that was 16 protein, 33 carbs. Okay, 11 fat for a total of 240 calories.
Right.
All right. Now, the other thing that I ate was a half cup of oatmeal, a half cup of liquid egg whites, some unsweetened shredded coconut, and a banana that I'd put all together, which was fabulous, by the way.
That's what I was about to ask you.
And a little bit of the
oatmeal shake.
No, it was
Or
just
just the
cooked.
oatmeal? Oh, just oatmeal. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
it was just cooked.
Gotcha.
And then I used a little bit of the coconut sugar-free syrup to
Okay.
sweeten it.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so that came up to 18 grams of protein, 48 carbs, 7 fat, to 320 calories.
Okay.
Okay, so for the whole
So
meal,
you have 560.
correct. Okay. So this woman sitting next to me, next to the table where all the goodies were.
Right.
Now I know her, and she's talked to me about wanting to lose weight.
Mhm.
She ate 2 homemade brownies. She ate 5 of the mini Reese's cups
Okay. Okay.
and 4 of the snack size Kit Kats. Okay, all of that added up to only 8 protein, thanks to the
That's
butter.
in the protein, or okay, the peanut butter and the
That's
protein.
yeah.
Yeah.
71 carbs, 34 fat
Yeah.
for 595 calories.
Right.
And she was just sitting there, like, not mindlessly munching.
Oh yeah, and you want another one when it's done.
Yeah. And I'm like, that is how I did. That's how I got to be 400 pounds.
Easy.
Because, I would do that stuff. And I catch myself now even.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We as humans have made calorie-dense, nutrition-dense foods that
and
are
some of them aren't
easy.
even nutrition dense.
Right, not even nutritionally dense, just fat, sugar, calorie dense, that are highly, highly palatable. I mean, stuff that just goes down. McDonald's, you know what I mean? You can, or things like that. That just you can eat a burger from McDonald's and just be good. And an hour later, you're like, you know what? I could eat another one. That's why you see people eating 3 and 4 cheeseburgers from McDonald's, and it's like, hold on now. If you start doing the math on that, you know what I mean? 4 double cheeseburgers or 3 double cheeseburgers from McDonald's is 1,400 calories, and and then you throw some fries in there. You're damn near 2,000 calories, and then you throw a Coke in there. You got you're right, or yeah, you can have a Diet Coke, sure. You're still at 1,900 calories and like 2 grams of salt or 3 grams of salt, and God even knows, probably 60 grams of fat.
Yep.
And it goes down easy, is my point here. Whereas if you were to try to eat that in nutritional food, in good homemade cooked food, say broccoli, chicken, and rice, just to be generic here, 1,900 calories in chicken and rice and broccoli is a lot of chicken, rice, and broccoli.
Well, that's like because what I had.
A lot.
That was an egg sandwich.
Right, it's right. Egg and bread
and
an
entire. Because by the time you put the coconut, just 2 tablespoons of coconut, the banana, and the egg whites in there, I had a 2-cup full thing.
Right. Filling is all get out.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, she just finished that stuff. Her sugar and insulin's going to spike. The insulin's going to spike, so her sugar's going to come crashing back down, and she's going to want more.
Yep.
Where if you take something like oatmeal, where it just kind of brings your sugar up nice and slow, and then it levels it off for a good amount of time, so you don't have that insulin spike. Same with the 647 bread. That's more low carb, low fat, and lower calorie. That is still delicious, by the way.
And they have a rye bread now.
I've seen that.
That is to die for.
I've seen that. I also saw they had English muffins, but I haven't got a chance to buy them.
They are good too.
And same idea. Anywhere you can save, to me, that's my thing.
That's probably the only processed food I still do.
Yeah.
Is that 647 bread? Because I'm sorry, I love bread.
That's fine.
And that's the way I can enjoy it.
I get it.
And but everything else is pretty much just whole foods.
I've been on a kick here recently of taking the lazy way out for about 2 weeks now. It's probably been about a week and a half. I grabbed one of those 8 packs of Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwiches, which granted, on the run, if you truly don't have any other option, okay, sure. But it's just, like sausage, egg, and cheese. But it's, it's 350 calories. If you go for the biscuit, I think it's 420 calories. It's delicious, but it goes down quick.
Yeah.
But it's just something, rather than choosing something stupid like the cookies that were left over that the lady baked at work from the night before. Because the one lady at work always brings in cookies that her sister makes, because her sister bakes like every day. Jeez. So there's always a thing of cookies sitting there on the counter from the day before, where everyone didn't eat all of them. So at any time of day, those cookies are staring at you. You're staring at them. They're staring at you, watch them. And you know, you gotta say no, because Lord knows I didn't used to. I would go get the cookies when I got to work at 7:55 in the morning, have a cookie, and then for some reason, for me, once I get on that sugar roller coaster, it just ends badly. I just do this all day. I start chasing. It's my body. Your body is naturally does that. Your insulin spikes, your sugar comes down, and you want more. You're suddenly low on sugar, and you kind of want more. Food, any kind of food, but sugar is easy because it's right there.
Right.
You know, rather than me cook something for myself. But for me, I was on a kick with these breakfast sandwiches for a week now, and I'm just kind of
that's better than not eating though too.
Right, exactly. Because before, the old me would just skip.
Right, and then you're eating all night.
And I was like, you know what? I've got a whole case of overnight oats. All I gotta do is throw them in a damn container with some almond milk and throw them in the fridge, and I'm good to go. I'm serious. I have like 48 pouches of those little overnight oats you can buy online and subscribe to. That is the easiest for me. You know, if you need something that's quick and easy for breakfast, it's like 20 grams of protein, some oats. They got like 20 different flavors now. It's easy. It really is, and it's good for you, because, like I said, a lot of people value their time over anything else, and for me, it saves the time. Where I missed out on meal prep this past weekend, and then I got it done the other night, and I was like, okay, now I'm back on track. But it's all good. It's all good. So big things coming.
Yeah, big things coming.
Holidays, everything else. Business is getting started. Events coming up.
We're looking forward to it, though.
Yeah, stay tuned to find out. We'll be talking about it more as the time comes in the following weeks.
Well, we just wanted to riff and kind of bring you up to speed on what's been going on, because things have been a little crazy.
Right. Like I said, you won't notice it in the releases of videos. There won't be a 1 month gap. But
no, but
you know,
there's,
still,
there's still
you'll know we talked about it, what happened. But just keeping everybody on track, you know, that's what it is. Like I said, everyone kind of
besides, for some reason, we get more hits on the ones that we just gab back and forth.
Oh yeah. It's easier. It's easier this
I don't know why, but
it's easier to listen to.
Maybe it is.
You know, I think it flows. It's just conversation. It goes. People tuning in can just keep listening to us just chit chat back and forth and talk about our lives easily.
Yeah, that's true.
It's convenient.
All right.
With some tidbits of information in there for you.
We always try that.
But thank you guys for tuning in. We really appreciate it.
We do.
Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, share this with your friends and family.
Please, we're trying to start the new year with a bunch of new subscribers.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you're interested in that beta program for the,
let me know.
Yeah, let us know in the comments, or we'll post the thing on there. Maybe shoot us an email so to get a sign up form going and get everybody excited about it. A little competition for the holiday season for you, and you get a chance to try it out for free before you have to pay for it.
Right.
So helps us out, helps you out. Everybody wins.
That's the way I like to do business.
That's it.
Everybody wins.
It's the way to do it. So
the way to do it. All right.
Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next week. Have a great one.
Bye.